Team Beachbody Coach Opportunity presentation. My name is Heather Koimunka, and I am going to be your guide tonight on this kind of journey into what coaching is, what it's all about, what it's done for me. I'll give you my story. We'll talk about all sorts of fun things tonight. We'll have a ton of time for questions if you have any while I'm presenting. Feel free to use that chat option down there, and I will be sure to go through them after I'm finished to make sure that I don't miss any. But I'm excited you're here. This is something that I absolutely love. It has changed my life so completely, and I am so excited to get a chance to share it with you. So our agenda tonight, like I said, I'm going to give you my story, talk about where I came from and where I am now. I'm going to talk about who Team Beachbody is, what company will you be joining. Talk about Team Beachbody as a sustainable company. So how did we get started and why are we still successful? I'll talk about our programs, which you might know. I'll talk about Shakeology, which is my absolute favorite thing in the world. I'll talk about what a coach is and what a coach isn't as well. We'll talk about how to earn, which is something you're probably very curious about. And then I'll talk about how to join. So all throughout the night, as I'm going through this information, keep our mission statement in mind, which is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. I think that you'll find in everything that we do that really is at the center and at the heart of everything that embodies Beachbody coaching. We really do work to help others and to lead with a heart and to help people reach their goals. We're not just going to hand somebody a product and send them on their way. We're going to be there every step of the way to help them reach their goals. So again, my name is Heather Koimunka. I'm a combined 6-star diamond coach, which just means that I've helped my coaches reach leadership ranks and move their businesses forward to help get closer to financial freedom. I actually feel like my Beachbody journey started after I was in a car accident, and it was a pretty bad accident that kind of left me pretty much bedridden. I couldn't stand for long periods of time. I couldn't exercise. I couldn't walk for long periods of time. And I actually turned to a little program called Turbo Jam, and I did the standing ab work in it after finally a back doctor, suggested that I strengthen my core. So I went to do, the standing ab work with Turbo Jam. If you've ever done Turbo Jam, you know that there's, an ab portion and a floor portion, and I actually did the ab portion standing, and I would literally do like 5 to 10 seconds at a time, adding to it until I strengthened my core up enough to do the entire workout standing, and then I could do the entire workout on the floor, and then I could combine them, and then I could actually do working out. And I went back to the doctors, and they were amazed at the progress that I had made. So I was able to strengthen my core and work through some of those muscles that were still locked up from the accident. I used to have painful days every day, and now it's pretty rare that I say that I have a bad pain day with my back, which is pretty amazing. In fact, most people wouldn't even know that I struggle with that. So I really do credit, finding a good workout and being able to work on that, to a lot of my recovery. In addition to that, I actually was an accountant. And while I was doing my job, I actually got a message from my sponsor coach saying, hey, I saw you on Chalene Johnson's fan page, and I love Chalene too. I'd love to just chat with you about her. So we chatted, and she brought this opportunity to my attention. I thought, really all I wanted to do was to pay it forward. I just wanted to have a chance to share my story with others and to help them understand what it was that I went through and to understand that they weren't alone, that they could overcome, that they didn't have to give up. So I actually joined the coach while I was still working, which that's pretty common for most people, but I was unhappy with my job. I didn't know that there was anything else out there. I actually, it was my first job out of college, and that's something that's pretty normal. You join, you don't know what a job's going to be like, but I was overworked, underpaid, overstressed. I was missing out on life. I mean, I name it, and that was me. And you might be able to relate to that a little bit. But the company filed for bankruptcy, and I thought, you know what, this is my first job out of college. I'm going to put this on my resume that I helped them reorganize and become stronger as a company. And then we found out the CEO was running a Ponzi scheme. So my first job out of college, I ended up in a really bad situation. where nobody would hire me because I had this company on my resume and it was the only one I had. So I dove into this with both feet. And if you join as a coach, that won't be what I'm suggesting you to do necessarily, but it is my journey and my story. I'm very proud now to say that I make more than I did as an accountant and more that was ever going to be possible as an accountant, actually. I make multiple six figures from home. I was able to retire my husband a couple of years ago so that he now works at home with me. We're free to travel. We have total freedom in what we do, and we don't have to go and ask for time off. I mean, I remember those days. That was one of the worst parts for me was having to ask for time off, and I'd have to wait until the boss was in a good mood to go ask for time off. I'm so thankful for those little things that I don't have to do anymore, that I don't have to worry about where the money's coming from. But overall, just having the freedom to live life the way that we have designed it and the way that we want to live it has been incredible for us. So that's a little bit about me, and you can see some of the fun places that I've been able to go. Swimming with the dolphins in Atlantis, and that lizard on my head was in Cozumel, Mexico. So, I mean, we've just been able at Disney World do a ton of fun things because of this business. Next month, we're actually going on a Western Caribbean cruise with Beachbody. So, tons of fun stuff just for being a coach and working your business. But together we're ending the trend of obesity, and that's really where this all starts. We all know someone who's affected by the obesity trend, really, either physically or mentally. We know the physical signs, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, all these amazing things, but we forget about the mental side, I think, too. Low self-esteem, lack of confidence, low energy, lack of activity, not spending time with kids because you don't have the energy to do it, and bullying, too. I tried to find 2015 stats. They're not out yet, but in 2014, 34.9% of Americans were obese. So that's not just overweight, that's obese. That's in the obese category. So it's a really tough thing to stomach that we're moving towards that, but that's why it's so important that you're here tonight to learn more about what we do. Before Team Beachbody, there was a company called Beachbody. It was founded by Carl Deichler and John Congdon in 1998, and they, produced a few programs. You might know Power 90 or Slim and Six or P90X, and what they found was they had these message boards online, and people were getting into groups in these message boards, and they were working together to go through programs like P90X. They were calling each other out if there was, if somebody didn't show up that day and say they did their workout. They were talking about nutrition. They were helping each other kind of go through every part of the program. And from that word of mouth spread, these people were getting amazing results because they had somebody on their side, they had accountability, they had help, they had that motivation and support that they needed. So word of mouth was spreading, and they were actually being able to, get more people doing P90X and the other workouts by this word of mouth than they were with some of their infomercials. So in 2007, they actually launched Team Beachbody and the Coaching Network. Now, the people who were leading these message board groups actually became our founding coaches in 2007 when Team Beachbody launched, which is a pretty cool thing. So that's pretty much how we run our businesses today. We have challenge groups where we're doing a program with our challengers and we're helping them through the workout. We're giving them advice as they need, and that's what we do as a coach. So it all goes back to our roots, which I think is really cool. But obviously, since Team Beachbody and the Coaching Network was founded, it has just exploded because of possibilities that are open when you have a network of people like us as coaches sharing our results and sharing how the products work for us, and then also being able to give that accountability and support to people who really need it. It's hard to lose weight on your own. It's hard to get in shape on your own, but you have somebody in a group calling you out if you don't show up that day, that really makes a huge difference. So since then, Insanity, Turbo Fire, P90X2 and 3 actually, and P90, PIO, T25, Body Beast, a ton of programs, and including Shakeology, have been launched since that time. A couple of our newer products, we actually have our new Beachbody Performance line, which is for those who are super serious about training. It has a pre-workout, a post-workout, it has a night supplement, a during workout hydration formula. So everything is NSF certified, which means that there's nothing in there that would trigger on a blood test for athletes, for example. So I love it. I think it's the best thing. I feel like doing an intense workout, I'm not as sore as I would be for sure because I'm drinking that recovery. So I love it. Plus it comes in chocolate. We also have Beachbody On Demand, which I think is awesome. It is our online streaming, basically catalog of workouts. And included on there are things like all the P90Xs, Insanity, Insanity Asylum, Turbo Jam, Turbo Fire. All those workouts are on there. And if you purchase a newer workout, it will automatically show up in your on-demand library as well. So you don't have to worry if you're traveling or you don't want to pull out a disc. You can just turn on, go online, and you'll have your own little login for Beachbody On Demand. So I think that's really awesome. We also have Size, which is a dance workout, super fun. Just you get amazing results from taking the time to just spend on yourself dancing for half an hour. It's pretty amazing, and you don't even realize you're exercising. 21 Day Fix Extreme is kind of the step up workout from 21 Day Fix. And then just launched in December, Hammer and Chisel, the Masters Hammer and Chisel. And we've actually been doing that in a test group, and the results are amazing that are coming in. We're only halfway through. This is our 5th week in the program, and I'm amazed at what people are doing. Not only are they seeing great results in their body, but they're also being able to do more physically, lifting more weight and being more agile and doing more cardio. So it's pretty incredible. Next month in March, we actually have a new one from Tony Horton coming out, 22-minute hardcore. And that will be a great workout, 22 minutes. You can't beat that. But he's taken all that he's learned from traveling to different military bases all over the world. He's taken that and turned it into a workout that we can all kind of get behind. So I'm stoked. What I love about this and why I took so much time to talk about our programs is because that means that our company is continuing to research, to grow, and to come up with new ideas. And that's what makes us so sustainable, and that's what makes us continue to move forward. In 2014, we had our first billion-dollar year, and last year, when I get the numbers, I will share them. But it was amazing. Obviously, we beat that, and we're just continuing to grow. But you can see it's a really steady stream of upward motion, which is really important to note because a lot of companies that start like ours do, where they're direct sales, they just don't end up surviving past a few years. So the fact that we have been around since 2007, we're still here, we're still going strong, we're still making profit is really incredible. And as we build our profits and as we come out with new programs and more people are getting connected, we need more coaches because we need to be able to give that one-on-one help to people. And that's where you come in. That's why we need your help. And that's why we need more people that are going to be committed to helping end the trend of obesity. So what makes us unique? I said we've been around since 2007 and we're still here. What makes us unique? Something that makes us unique is the fact that we have everything. Fitness, nutrition, peer support, and rewards. So we talked a little bit about fitness with all our amazing products. So let's get into nutrition a little bit. Shakeology is my favorite part of the entire thing because it's really helped me lower my blood pressure, lower my cholesterol. It's helped me regulate my blood sugars. It helped me get rid of my stomach pooch. And it did all that for me before it was even clinically proven to do all of those things, which now it is clinically proven to help you lose weight, lower cholesterol, regulate your blood sugars, all that stuff. It's actually clinically proven to do that. So when people wonder what the best shake around is, this one. It is whole foods, it's superfoods, it's amazing. It comes in so many different flavors. And we just launched Cafe Latte, which I am obsessed with. It is so good. It's an amazing, amazing product. So we are always innovating with Shakeology, always coming up with new formulas. We have 2 vegan flavors, and they're always working to increase the the products that we have in there as well. Aside from nutrition, we also have equipment. We have something for everybody, So we have our workouts, we have, Shakeology, we have our Maze Performance line. We also have anything you might need, like if you need a reset of your body, if you're feeling like run down and you're feeling, just gross. The Ultimate Reset is an amazing place to go. It's 21 days of just resetting your body. You're going to eat real food, you're going to eat whole foods, and you're going to reset your body to before you ever had processed or artificial foods. It's an amazing thing. you're not in for 21 days, the 3-day refresh is another great option. It's 3 days of kind of the same. You're going to be, eating real foods, and you're going to be kind of detoxing your body in a way that doesn't deplete your body. So we have something for everybody. Of course, we have yoga mats, power stand for your push-ups so you don't hurt your wrist, weighted wristbands, anything you might want, we've got it. And because we are always innovating, these are proven results. Beachbody gets thousands upon thousands of results stories coming into their offices every week of people who have just like you, who've done the workouts, who have, just been there and gone through the paces. And you can see that it's people of all shapes, sizes, genders, age ranges, walks of life. And that's what I love so much, is that we have something for everybody. I wanted to show you just a few results from our team too. Just so you know, something that we focus on a lot is being a product of the product, meaning that we are doing our workouts, we are drinking Shakeology, and then we're sharing those results with people so that they know that they're not alone. We're sharing our struggles and we're sharing how we overcome them. So our team has really had quite amazing transformations. I actually asked for some today, and I was blown away at what I received from them, because they're all working so hard to be a good example and to help others. And nobody's perfect. You never have to be perfect in this business, but to have a great story, even just a little bit of success is going to be so meaningful to people. The other thing we have is peer support. So we have events throughout the year that we get to come all together as coaches, and it's some of my favorite times because the energy when you're in a room with Beachbody coaches is amazing. There's absolutely nothing like it, because we're all like-minded people, because we are positive, and because we have a mission in mind. It's so fun to come together and feed off that energy. Coaches are amazing people. They're supportive people. You'll never find a better group of people to work with and work around. And something that I absolutely love is just the fact that you kind of get to pick who you work with. As you're building your team, you get to pick those people that you're going to work with, and you're going to make some of the best friends you've ever made in this business. So it's just a really cool thing that we get that opportunity to all work together. So they're awesome, they're high energy, they're positive, they're like-minded, but what are they really? I want to start with what a coach isn't, because I think that's just as important as a coach is. You don't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. I certainly am not. I wasn't when I started, and I'm still not. I've gained knowledge as I've learned and gone through programs, but I would never say I'm an expert. You don't already have to be at your fitness and nutrition goals. You might have seen a little sneak peek of my before picture when I first started this presentation, and I'll share it at the end again. But sharing your journey and how you're overcoming goals, that's going to mean so much to people. So you definitely don't have to be at your fitness and nutrition goals, and people are going to really want to watch as you transform, physically, but not only that, just in confidence and in an emotion and mental state too. And you don't have to be an experienced salesperson. I would be so glad to have you if you're not, just because we do more sharing of anything. So let's jump over to the column of what we should be. Sharing how people can change their lives and achieve their goals. That's more important. We would much rather you share your story, share your journey, share your workout, share, how it's helping you, share how you feel when you drink Shakeology. That's going to attract people to you, so that you don't have to be salesy. So you don't have to, push this on your family and friends. We don't want to do that with you. We don't want to have you do that. We want you to just share your story and work with people that want to work with you. You need to be committed to being proof the product works. Working out and drinking your Shakeology, those are two things that are really important. If you're going to build a business, you need to be using the product. That just makes sense, right? And then also be dedicated to improving and developing yourself. So something that really amazed me in this business was how much confidence I gained. Doing a presentation, I, would have really, I think I probably would have gone and thrown up before this, before I started this business. But working on myself, really being able to work on personal development and personal growth has been such a huge surprise for me. I can't believe really how far I've come just from working on me. Some of the benefits of being a coach. First of all, I should say that we get a 25% discount on all Beachbody products. So there's that. That's huge. But you also get to set your own work hours. You can focus part-time or full-time. So if you can sprinkle this business throughout your day, you're going to be golden. You can build online or in person. I personally have found this business to be so doable online. It just really lends itself to it makes it so easy to build online because everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on Instagram, everybody's online somewhere or another. So I find it to be so simple to build online. And if you're worried about building online, it's totally fine. Our trainings for you will walk you step by step through it. So don't worry about that. But I just have found it to be so simple to build online. You also get to share your passion and attract people, which I love. I've met some of the most amazing people through this business, and I've made some of my closest friends through it as well. And the reason is because you're looking for people who are like you, who like what you like, who are interested in what you are interested in, and who want to work on themselves. And that's a really powerful mix of people. You also get rewards. When I was in an office job, I felt like I never was really, commended for what I did right, but they were really quick to tell me when I did something wrong. So what I love about Beachbody is that there is so much recognition for doing a good job, for doing your job and doing it well. Like commissions, we get 25% commission on everything that's purchased through our website. We get bonuses based on our team growth. So as our team grows and builds their team and works on themselves too, we get bonuses for that. Trips, like I was talking about going to Atlantis and swimming with the dolphins, or being in Cozumel and holding the lizard, being on a Western Caribbean cruise next month. Last year we went to Cancun, and next year we're actually going to the Dominican Republic. So a ton of opportunities for me to travel and see different places in the world. Recognition, so we are big on recognition, giving you a shout out, giving you props, giving you, great prizes as well, which is awesome. So, and then also learning and personal development. I kind of said about how much I've grown through that, and I feel like that is so huge in this that it's worth mentioning again. Just the fact that I've been able to really push past my boundaries and get outside of myself, out of my own way, because of this business. You also get outstanding support. So the moment you join as a coach, you'll actually join a team, which is awesome because you don't have to do this alone. You're in business for yourself, but never ever by yourself. And I think that's a really important thing to note. What I love is that you're going to get tools that Beachbody will provide you with some tools to get you started. You're going to have communication through different channels like Facebook. We have a weekly call with the whole company. You'll also get a monthly newsletter with all the different challenge packs that are on sale and promotions and all that amazing stuff. The other thing is that you'll also get coach FAQs, which is something that is amazing to me because it really has everything you could possibly want in a quick FAQ fashion. So if you have a question on something, just type it in and you're going to get a ton of information on it. So you can always get information. And of course, social media channels, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, we have it all, so that you can find results stories, so that you can find people to connect with, so that you can understand how the business works by seeing a video on it. So you're going to get tons of support. I wanted to talk about how to earn real quick because I know that that's something you're probably interested in. 25% commission on anything that is purchased through your website. So what does that really mean? So if you sell P90X, for example, a 25% commission on 119.85 means that you earn 29.96, which is not bad for selling one program. And then let's say that same week somebody else buys Shakeology for 129.95. At 25%, that's $32.49. So in that 1 week, you sold two things and you made $62.45. Not bad, right? The other way you earn is as you're building your team. You're going to earn together. We'll earn all together as a team. So as you add coaches and they add coaches and your coaches add coaches, you're actually getting bonuses on the volume that they produce. So that is a huge way to actually earn as well. So it really is a true team effort. And we actually celebrate these sorts of things because it really is such a big team, and a big team effort. And I love that you're never alone in this business. So those are your big ways to earn in this business. Speaking of having a big team, can you expect really from having this team? So I've actually have a success partner, Kelly Nyquist. She's the person on the right there. But so you get to actually benefit from having both of us. It's led by two top leaders and six-figure earners. Monthly new coach training, weekly team training meetings, a full training website for you, rank advancement training. So as you're moving up the line, you'll get to be able to participate in different trainings to help you get there. Leadership training, so as you reach leadership ranks, we'll help you there too. Team challenges to plug your customers into. So if you're unsure how to run something, we'll help you. Recognition and accountability. We always do recognition weekly, monthly. We have tons of recognition. And an exclusive Facebook group. So you can use that to ask questions, to brainstorm, to get help, to learn what's going on in the business, and all that great stuff is in the Facebook group. So how do you get started as a coach? So in my eyes, the absolute best way to get started is with a challenge pack. And the reason is because it's already an average savings of either $50 to $80. So there's that. You're already going to get the savings. Plus, your coach enrollment fee is waived. So you're saving at least $90 on that alone. The other thing is that it gets you started with a workout. It gets you started with your first shipment of Shakeology. And you actually get to try out the Team Beachbody Club, which is our on-demand. So you get to try everything out, and that really helps you to be able to tell your story because you're going to have, experience with a fitness program and with Shakeology and everything that you need. So I think that's the best way to get started. Now, if you happen to already have a fitness program, then you can just get Shakeology on Home Direct so that you're just drinking Shakeology and you've got your workout already. Sorry, guys, I've got barky dog. That's why we work at home. But the other thing is that if you have a workout, you get Shakeology, no big deal. That will be totally fine. But you want to drink it consistently so that you have a story to tell of how it works for you. The other thing is that if you have Shakeology already, you're already on HG, consider getting a new program to start your journey fresh and really start at the beginning of your fitness program and go through it that way. So best way to get signed up, definitely a challenge pack. It's already super discounted, and then you're getting started on the right foot. 1 month after you join, you'll actually be charged a monthly business fee, which is $15.95. That is such a small fee for all it covers. So the first thing I want to just say to you is that you don't have to buy a bunch of product and then hope to unload it. So you don't have to buy a bunch of product and hold it in your garage and then sell it out of your car. You're only going to buy what you actually use. So to me, that is amazing because I didn't want to be stuck in a business where I had a bunch of inventory I had to unload. So first of all, that $15.95 helps to cover the cost of Beachbody actually housing the product, sending it out, dealing with customer returns, all that good stuff. To me, that's worth it in itself. It also helps you have a coach online office, which is our hub. It also helps you have your website that they'll update for you. Technical support, marketing, communications, training, all that amazing stuff, all of it for just $15.95 a month. So that's such a small cost to have your own business and to have all these things, including several websites for you to use. And the best thing is that they actually upkeep the website. So as prices change and as new products come in, they'll update it for you. You just have to send people there. So it makes it so super simple. So as we're getting down to the end here, in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you is going to follow up with you and ask you, what did you like most about this presentation? And does Team Beachbody feel like a fit that could help you achieve your goals? But you don't have to wait. Like if you are ready tonight to get started and to get going, then by all means, send them, a message, a text, an email, call them, whatever, because they'll be so excited to hear from you that you're ready to get started. But in the meantime, think about what can becoming a coach do for you. And I'll tell you what it's done for me in just a minute. But the other thing is who can help? Who can I help? You might already have some people in mind. And then what are my goals and dreams? Because this business could actually be a vehicle to get you to whatever you might want out of life. So what's possible with Beachbody? This is just our statement of earnings from 2014. I just like to put this here because for legal purposes, I have to say that Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success. It's up to you and your dedication. but every coach has an equal opportunity to earn and to be successful. So everybody on this board here is in various amounts of success, right? And it depends on the effort that you'll put in and the time that you'll spend, honing in a skill. We'll help you. We'll give you all the tools. You just have to plug in and use it. So here's where I've gone with my business. I actually started in May of 2010, and there's my before picture. So you can see I definitely was not at my goal weight. I really just started to learn the ropes, trying to figure out, how to kind of do this business. I sold a few things here and there, and I made $3,300. My first full year, I made 19,000, and to me, I was really surprised because that was such a huge income jump, but also it's more about the fact that, okay, now I'm coming into actual like full-time income status, which is amazing. My second full year, I actually made 54,000, which to me was more than had currently been making as an accountant. My third full year was my first six-figure year at 106,000. In 2014, we had a really exciting year because I was able to pay off all my debt. That was the year that my husband's job no longer existed, and we sat down and decided, hey, you don't really need to go back to work. We also got married that year and were able to pay for our wedding and our honeymoon outright without starting our lives together with a bunch of debt, because I know a lot of people have to do that, and I'm so thankful that we didn't have to do that. So, that was a really amazing, amazing year, and made 166,000. So in 2015, these are some cool pictures I wanted to share. So in the bottom left corner, that's actually a picture of downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole coaching network came together, and we basically shut down shut down that whole main drag in Nashville, so that we could do a workout at 6 a.m. There's a couple of us after the workout in that picture there. The top right picture is actually a few of the coaches who were in Cancun, and we went ziplining all together. Super fun, just a great team building activity. And under that is a picture of us in our color pink for the celebration night at Summit as well. So you can see we just have a ton of fun. I also put a little progression of my payments I picked a random week in July, so you could kind of see how it grows if you're willing to put in the dedication and if you're willing to commit to it. And then you can see my 2015 number there as well. So you have to ask yourself, what do you want out of life? And is what you're doing now going to get you there? Looking back, I know that if I had stayed in my job, let's say it still existed, or if I had gotten another accounting job, I would never have the freedom or the life that I have now, and I wouldn't be making as much as I do now, and I certainly wouldn't have my husband home with me. You only get something different by doing something different, and this was exactly what I needed. This was exactly the different path I needed to take, and everything really led me up to this point. So before we do our drawing, I want to make sure to give you a chance to ask any questions. Feel free to use that chat function, and just tell me if you have any questions about what I covered tonight, how to get started, anything about the business at all. I am a complete open book and happy to take your questions. So I'll give you just a couple minutes here to type. And if you don't have anything, that's completely fine too. We'll go on to our drawing. No questions? All right, then I guess we will go on to our drawing. So I'm actually giving away P90X Plus tonight, which is the workout that comes right after P90X, but don't worry, it's completely doable for anybody. It's a fantastic workout. You guys will love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my question, and I'm going to, at the end of it, say, okay, go. Once I say, okay, go, that's when you will type your answer, and the person who types the correct answer first will win. So here is my question to you. I mentioned the new Shakeology flavor. What was it? Okay, go. Oh, I see people type it. Yeah, okay. Cami, good job. So Cami is our winner. She typed in cafe latte, which is our new flavor made from the berry around the coffee bean that's most times just discarded, and now we get to use it. I love it. So Cami, make sure you message me your address so that I can get P90X Plus out to you. Congratulations. And I just want to thank you all for being here today. If you think of questions after this presentation, don't hesitate to type in that event page that I made, or, message the person who invited you, or even message me. You're free to do that, and I'm happy to help you with any questions. But I'd love to see you on the team, so don't hesitate if you do have questions. I'm going to get this recording up to you. I'll post it in the event page where you were earlier today, so that if you want to show it to your significant other and just say, hey, I want to do this, take a peek with me, or if you have, if you just want to revisit any topic at all, I'll have that up for you a little bit later this evening. So thank you guys so much for being on. Thank you for learning more about this amazing thing that has completely changed so many lives, and I can't wait to welcome you all to the team soon. Have a fantastic night. Good night, guys.